Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a natural spring makeup look in natural lighting. I was very inspired to film this video because I recently took a little stroll down memory lane. I was watching a lot of my old videos when I filmed in front of a window. I didn't have anything fancy, no studio lights or anything like that. So for today's video, I just wanted to switch it up, do something similar and just really chill, relaxed and old school. Just a girl, her camera, her makeup, and a window. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I hope you guys enjoy this natural lighting. I really do love natural lighting. I think it's beautiful. I think it's very realistic when it comes to how the makeup actually looks on the skin. I really hope that you guys enjoy, and if you want to see a natural makeup look in natural lighting, make sure to keep on watching. I feel very old school. I'm even standing filming this video. I used to stand to film all of my YouTube videos because that's the only way I'm tall enough for my window. But the first thing that I do every single day before my makeup is put on some moisturizer with SPF. This is the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Double Repair Face Moisturizer. It's a little bit washed out, but I think you guys can see it there. I have been absolutely obsessed with this. It makes me feel so good knowing that I'm using SPF on a daily basis, taking care of my skin. Even on cloudy days or rainy days, I realized how important it is to still implement SPF every day, which is something I always neglected up until about a month and a half ago now. So I've been loving this step. I see such a difference in just how hydrated my skin is throughout the day. When I do go for more of a natural, healthy, everyday makeup look, especially for the warmer months, I do lighter eyeshadow, so I always like to start off with my base first. I might throw on a little bit of eyeshadow just for today's video, but I'll see how I feel when we get there. You guys know I absolutely love the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is the primer that I could just use this one for the rest of my life and be so happy with it. It's seriously the best primer ever, but I've been adding a little bit of this AOA Studio No Pore face primer on the top, and I really like how the combination looks because this one is pore filling and very moisturizing on the skin, and this one is very like smooth and silky, like those clear silicone type of primers. So I've been using this combination on my skin the past couple of days, and it works really well with the specific foundation I'll be showing you guys today. I'm just taking the e.l.f. Putty Primer Applicator, another amazing product. I never thought that I would love applying my primer with a brush so much until I got this brush, but it just makes such a difference in how the product is distributed, and if you have long nails like me, you don't have to worry about it getting all up under your nails. I know it's a lot of steps to prep the skin for a natural makeup look, but on these days where I'm not doing eyeshadow, I love to focus on my base and just make the base as perfected as possible. So now I'm going to take the No Pore Face Primer. I always want to say No More Pores for some reason, by AOA Studio, the Shop Miss A makeup brand. I'm just going to take a little bit of this on the applicator. Can you guys see the product on the top of the brush? Just this little bit of product should be more than enough to cover the whole face. I really just want to quickly buff this in, and it just adds a whole other layer of smoothness onto the skin. For my foundation today, I have been absolutely loving the Rare Beauty foundation by Selena Gomez. I tested this out in a recent video and I loved it with a full glam, but for some reason I've just been liking this more on lighter makeup days where I'm able to do a couple dots and just spread this all around the skin. It just looks so gorgeous and natural, yet still gives me the coverage that I want for these lighter days. So I'm just shaking it up. It's a very thin and liquidy pigmented type of foundation. So I'm just taking a couple dots of this, maybe more than a couple dots, but this is definitely less than I would use if I was doing like a full glam. I'm just gonna start tapping the product out with a sponge, and you guys are going to see just how amazingly smooth this goes on top of the primer combination that I have on. It just makes the foundation 10 times more natural looking than it already is. Like, look at that. It just looks so good on the skin. This has been my favorite everyday foundation. Also, not to mention, it feels like nothing on the skin. It feels so incredibly lightweight. So if you guys are looking for something for these warmer, like spring and summer days, you still want coverage, but you don't want to feel like you're wearing foundation, but you want more than like a tinted moisturizer or something like that, this is a really great option. Now for concealer, I'm sure you guys probably guessed it. I'm going to go in with my favorite e.l.f. concealers. The first one is the Hydrating Camo Concealer. This one is going to give me a little bit more of a full coverage look, but I'm going to use it sparingly. And I'm going to mix it in with the e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer, which is another huge favorite. So just like that in the inner corner, I'm just applying about that much of the Hydrating Camo Concealer. And then I'm going to take the Flawless Brightening Concealer. I almost said Flawless Camo Concealer. And just draw a line like this to really brighten and lift the face. And I'm also going to take this on my eyelid to prime the eyes for eyeshadow, but if we don't do eyeshadow, then at least my eyelids are nice and even. If you guys are following along with this look and you don't want like a heavier coverage under eye, you could totally just skip the Hydrating Camo and just go in with the Flawless Brightening Concealer. It has a really nice medium coverage to it, so you're still gonna get that coverage without looking like you're trying to have a really full coverage under eye, I guess you could say. I usually like full coverage under my eye no matter what's on my face. For my setting powder today, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder. This is a glowy dream. I absolutely love how this makes the skin look by the end of the day. I will say maybe not your best friend if it is super hot where you guys are already. This is a very glowy powder. This does not control any oils at all. If anything, it makes you look like really dewy and kind of oily by the end of the day. I personally really like that look, but it's also not that hot here in New York. Mine's almost empty. I need to get a new one. Before I go any further with setting the skin, I almost forgot that I wanted to do cream blush today. I have been loving the Winky Lux Cheeky Rose blushes. This one is in the shade Brilliant, which is the super bright orangey shade. So I'm just gonna take it on a clean sponge, kind of dip into the rose. This is very pigmented, so I'm probably taking too much. I'm just gonna start dotting this on the cheek. Can you guys see? It's just like instant color. Wow, it's like really bright, but I love that look for this time of year. Okay, maybe that's a little too much. I'm just going to flip my sponge over and just bang it out a little bit, bang it out, blend it out a little bit. They just blend in so nice and they almost look like just like a natural flush on the cheek. I'm going back in with my original sponge that I used for foundation and concealer until it's a little bit of a lighter intensity, but I think I'm going to pop on a brow just because I look so washed out on camera. I feel like you can barely see my eyebrows. So I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Brow MVP in the shade Medium Brown, my favorite brow pencil. I don't know, you guys, I've been really loving this, maybe a little bit more than my brow is. I don't know, maybe I ran out of my brow is, so I haven't had it in a while. I've just been using the Fenty Beauty brow pencil. I'm going to bronze the skin with my Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Instant Warmth Bronzer in the shade Shady Biz. My current favorite bronzer ever. It just gives such a nice, warm flush to the cheek and it's very easy to control. Bronzer is like the one product that whether I'm doing like a very natural look or a full glam look that I just love packing on, because even on more natural days, I feel like the bronzer can just make you look like you're very sun-kissed and like have a nice tan or a nice glow. And if anything, I almost feel like adding this much warmth back into the skin makes the face look even more natural than if you just skipped over it, because then the foundation just makes your skin look so flat. This has been my obsession, this bronzer brush. This is the AOA Studio, again from Shop Miss A. There, is it focusing? It's their F13. There we go. Their F13 face brush, only $1. Adding even more color today with the AOA Studio Perfect Blush. Just talked about this in my recent favorites video. I have been obsessed with this in the combination of the Winky Lux, oh my god, what? And the Winky Lux Cheeky Rose Blush. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this, and I've been doing my blush with the same brush that I do my bronzer. I just feel like it blends together more seamlessly that way. adding even more of a glow to the face. I've been loving this duo from Wet n Wild. This is their Hello Halo blush lighter. So one half of this is like a blush topper and the other half is the most gorgeous highlighter, which I'm going to be using today. This is another great brush by AOA Studio. This is their F19. It's like the most perfect tapered highlighter brush. So I'm just going to pop some of this highlighter on the tops of the cheeks, down the bridge of the nose. You guys know the drill. All right, so there's my base all done. Very glowy, natural, blushy, just super lightweight and pretty for this time of year. I'm going to top it off with some Fix Plus Watermelon. I decided not to do any eyeshadow just to keep it super simple, natural, and easy for every day. I'm going to throw on some of my favorite mascara at the moment, which is the Maybelline Sky High. Last but not least today for lips. This time of year in the spring, my lips are seriously still feeling the side effects of the cold weather. I don't know if you guys can see in this video or any of my other videos, my lips have just been peeling and cracking and they're just so irritated all the time. So my best bet for a lip option this time of year, especially if I don't exfoliate before, like I forgot to today, is just a good gloss to kind of hydrate the lip and to cover up any of those imperfections like the flakiness on my lips. So I'm going to start by lining my lips with the Haus Labs lip liner. What is it, like 2 years I've been using this now? This is still my all-time favorite lip liner in the shade Endpoint. It's just like my perfect nude. And now I'm just going to top off the lip liner with the original Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in the shade Fenty Glow. Just such a good classic for the springtime. All right, you guys, so here it is. Here is my natural spring makeup look that I have been loving to do this time of year. As I said earlier, very blushy, glowy, just natural looking. I love the focus on the base. Overall, I just had such a great time showing you guys this makeup look and filming in natural lighting. It felt so good to go back old school and just do a chill makeup tutorial in front of my window. I really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys did too. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing a natural makeup look in natural lighting today. If you did and if you enjoyed spending time with me today, please make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Also, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel before you leave. I would love to have you guys here as part of my little YouTube fam. If you don't want to miss out on any of my future videos, click that notification bell down below and you'll get notified every single time that I upload a new video. As always, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.